In today's video, we are going to discuss Amazon FBA mistakes to avoid, and I also have tons of freebies for you, so definitely stick till the end. My name is Michael Jessa, teaching you every day how to make money online and unlock your full mindset potential. So let's get started. In this presentation, we will explore the most common Amazon FBA mistakes to avoid that can affect your business success, and I will also discuss how to avoid them, and I will also give you some free bonus tips. So let's get started. Mistake number one, underestimating startup costs. Number one, capital investment. Amazon FBA requires more startup capital than some other e-commerce businesses, which is what you need to be aware. So you need to plan ahead to avoid unexpected setbacks. That is why a good profitability calculation is super important, which I talk about a lot in my other videos. Number two, marketing expenses. You need to take into account marketing expenses, marketing costs, in addition to your product and fulfillment expenses to make your brand stand out in a competitive market. And number three, you need to predict your sales. Okay, so you need to understand your sales forecast and use it to plan your budget. So in other words, you need to know how many units per month are you going to sell and plan accordingly. There is no point sourcing a product that costs $50 per unit if your budget is 200, let's say $2,000, and you are going to need to sell, I don't know, 200 units per month. Okay, it's just not going to work out. So you need to predict, you need to understand the market trends, sales forecasts, and plan accordingly in terms of your budget. Number two, lack of competitive analysis. Okay, so first of all, you need to do thorough research. You need to know the competitor's pricing strategy, customer preferences, and brand identity. That's why thorough validation of a product before you start sourcing it is super, super important. Social media research, okay? Use social media to identify how the target audience interacts with your competitors and find out consumer preferences. Okay, also read the reviews on your competitors' listings, on the listings of competitive products will give you pretty much all the information about what customers value in a product, what customers look for, what they like, what they dislike, etc. So this is going to be tons of helpful and super important information. And number three, differentiate. Okay, look out for the features missing from your competition's products. So that's what I said. Use those reviews on other similar listings, other similar products, to give you that competitive advantage. Find out what's not working and do it better with your product. This way you will differentiate yourself from your competitors, and it will help you make more sales and gain this competitive advantage. So let's move on. Number three, poor product photography and listing copy. This is the next Amazon FBA mistake to avoid. And we could say the main three categories here is number one, features versus benefits. So a lot of sellers, pretty much like 90% of the sellers, what they do is basically they focus on the features. Okay, so they describe all the features of their product, but they don't talk the language of the customers. Okay, so what you need to pay attention to is the first thing your customers, your potential customers, will look at are your photographs. Okay, on those photographs, you need to illustrate benefits rather than features. Yes, you can photograph a feature, you can describe a feature, but you need to think to yourself, okay, but what's in it to your customer? Okay, what do they get out of it? Why is it important to them? So instead of saying, let's say my product has, I don't know, 2 gigabytes SD card included, okay, what is the benefit here? Okay, maybe they can store more photographs, maybe they can store more music, I don't know, you figure it out. So think in terms of benefits and show those benefits on the photographs, okay? Because you may not get a chance for a customer to actually see your description if you mess up the photographs. So this takes me to the number 2, macro shots. You need to highlight specific features and benefits using close-up pictures. So don't just show an overall picture of your product. Focus on macro shots and describe those features versus benefits in your photographs, okay? In a very simple, compelling language without using too many words, okay? And then you need to focus on compelling product description. But if you mess up the photographs, nobody is going to read your description. So avoid using overused words such as unique or amazing, okay, because it is not up to you to judge. Use keywords that you find out during your research, your customers use, and use the review research, okay, so the reviews you have gone through during your research stage on our listings, finding out and pointing out to how your product is better. So in other words, when you write the descriptions, you need to tell the customer how your product is unique, how your product is different and better, rather than saying it is unique or amazing. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, mistake number 4, mistake to avoid number 4, choosing the wrong supplier. This can pretty much mess up everything, so you need to take it on board. And number 1 here would be reputation matters, okay? Go through the supplier's track record in terms of product warranties, product ratings, supplier ratings, supplier capacity, insurance, and production lead times. Majority of this information you will find on their Alibaba profile, but if in doubt, confirm with the supplier, ask questions, and dig deep. Number 2, availability, okay? You need to check the supplier's availability to provide regular supply for your product making, because otherwise you're gonna spend a lot of time simply scouting and looking for a new supplier for your product that sells a similar or better product, etc. So it's always best to do your research outright and go with the supplier you can trust and you can rely on. Okay, number 3, price versus quality. A lot of times people choose the supplier based on their cheapest prices, okay? But what you need to do to be different is to find a balance between price and quality. I'm sorry, so do not rely solely on price, because low prices may lead to inadequate product quality, and as a result, unhappy customers and bad reviews, and this can kill your business. So avoid this Amazon FBA mistake at all costs. Number 5, mismanagement of inventory and cash flow. So inventory forecasting. Let's talk a little bit about this first. So getting the right amount of stock requires proper forecasting, because failing to estimate the demand may lead to restricted cash flow, overspending on inventory, or stock out. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, simply if you make a wrong forecast in how many units do you need to have in stock, then you are actually risking running out of that stock. If you run out of stock, you will lose rankings on Amazon, okay? So your listing will lose rankings. In order for you to not to lose these rankings, you will want to fill in the stock right away. But in order to do this, you will have to overpay for shipping, most probably, and potentially for a product as well. So you need to forecast the sales. How many sales are you probably going to make? This is easy with product discovery software, such as Zonebase. Find the link in the comments. And obviously, if you want me to expand on that subject, use the comment section to comment and ask for additional help. Number 2, effective cash management. Invest cash flow in profitable products, okay? So do your research. Anything you make on Amazon, if you want to scale your business, you need to reinvest in good product. So you need to be doing research consistently. Again, I can make a video on that, on the most important habits of Amazon FBA sellers. So just comment below. But this will help increase cash flow and maintain a healthy business balance sheet. And number 3, inventory optimization. Optimizing inventory requires assessing and tracking sales velocity, setting reorder levels, and keeping stock safely. This ensures rapid replenishment without carrying excess inventory. So always, always, always have in mind the inventory and forecast the sales correctly based on your competitors, based on the keywords, based on how well the product is selling. With time, with experience, this is going to become easier and easier, but you need to start with good product discovery software such as Zonebase in order to be able to assess this. And remember, when you are launching your first product, when you are launching any product, in fact, you will most probably need a little bit more units because you want to sell more, on average at least, than your competitors are selling, let's say, if you want to be on the first page. So let me give you some bonus tips right now, okay? And we are going to discuss the importance of brand story and differentiations. And differentiation before I give you all the freebies I have for you in this video, okay? So number 1, brand story. Tell the story of your brand and use it as a soft selling technique. So don't be in the face of your customers, but just use soft selling, okay, a little bit. You could promote the mission, the vision, or your brand of your brand to create an emotional attachment with your customers, okay? So in other words, ask yourself, how do you want to change the world, and communicate this to your customers in a soft matter, okay? Differentiation. Invest in a unique packaging designs and product features. So in other words, invest in this packaging for your product. Don't just send it in a plain cardboard box if you can. And also differentiate yourself by looking at those reviews on your own competitive listings, because this way you can find a lot of information about what people dislike, like I said, and you can make sure your product is way, way better. Yeah, so that is it. Personality matters. Creating a brand personality can help facilitate a deeper connection with consumers. Make sure to stay authentic and genuinely help your customers. And this is, guys, the key. You want and you need to genuinely help your customers. So don't just sell a product, because that product, any product, in fact, should have a purpose, should solve your customers' problems, and should make their life a little bit better. Your job is to figure out what and how, okay? So that is it from me. Now let's talk about bonuses, okay? So number 1, the ultimate Amazon Entrepreneur Jumpstart Pack. We've got 2 massive guides here, the ultimate guide for beginning your Amazon journey and the tactical guide for rapidly scaling your Amazon FBA business. I do have a 5-day video course, mini video course on finding hot products. This will help you find this first product. It's 5 hours of training. And also I have an exclusive Amazon roadmap, which you can pretty much copy to your Trello account and use it for your Amazon FBA business. And also we've got access to the private FBA Discord community, where you can find like tons of resources here. We've got the webinars, we've got the workflows, we've got the videos, we've got the articles here. Pretty much everything is set in categories. And also we've got the WealthX Project University, where you can join as a VIP. Right now we've got like crazy offer, and you can have the VIP Amazon FBA full online course as well as all the other courses and support and chats and everything pretty much is included here. So definitely worth it. This was the video about most common Amazon FBA mistakes to avoid, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.